On a stormy night, Emily's car broke down on a desolate road in the middle of nowhere. She was miles away from the nearest town and didn't know what to do. As she walked down the road, shivering in the cold rain, she saw a faint light in the distance. Emily's heart raced with hope as she approached the light. Soon she realized it was coming from a small cabin hidden in the woods. She hesitated for a moment, but desperation overcame her fear. She knocked on the door, hoping for help. To her surprise, a friendly-looking man answered the door. He introduced himself as John and invited her inside. He offered her a warm meal and a place to stay for the night. Emily was grateful for his kindness and accepted his offer. As the night wore on, however, Emily began to notice strange things about John and his cabin. There were no pictures or personal belongings in the cabin, and John seemed to know too much about her past. She tried to leave, but John had locked the door and refused to let her go. Days turned into weeks, and Emily realized that John was not the person he had seemed. He was a twisted individual who enjoyed torturing and killing his victims. Emily realized she was just another victim in a long line of victims who had been lured to the cabin by John's friendly nature. Emily tried to fight back, but John was always one step ahead of her. Trapped in the cabin with no way out, she knew her only hope was to find a way to escape before it was too late. As the storm raged on outside, Emily plotted her escape. She managed to find a way out through a window, but as she made her way through the woods, she realized that John was following her. Emily ran as fast as she could, but she knew that John was gaining on her. She could hear his footsteps getting closer and closer, and she knew that she was running out of time. Just as she thought all was lost, Emily stumbled upon a clearing in the woods. In the center of the clearing stood an old tree with a noose hanging from one of its branches. Emily knew what she had to do. She quickly climbed the tree and tied the noose around John's neck. As he struggled to break free, Emily watched as he took his last breath. She had finally escaped his grasp. Years later, Emily still had nightmares about her ordeal at the hands of John. She knew that she would never be able to forget the horrors she had experienced in that cabin in the woods. She only wished she could warn others about the dangers that lurked beneath John's charming facade.